president. We're talking about his own actions, his own individual merit. So if you're going to talk about Hillary Clinton, then bring Hillary Clinton's actions into it. Don't bring her husband's actions into it.
I'd like to bring Hillary Clinton's actions into it.
Absolutely.
When she was given the choice between standing with a serial sexual abuser
all right, Kurt. Stop. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. Can we stop that, please? It is not fair. It is not fair. It is a low blow. It is the, yes, I want to end it. So this is the lowest of the low. And it has nothing to do with Hillary Clinton. It is just a cheap shot that. Can you please stop? Can we stop? Can we cut him off, please? Thank you. Can we end this? Thank you. We're done. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Do you think, as a member of the Homeland Security Committee, it is necessary for the security of this country to put this ban in place?
Well, I'm on the Appropriations Committee, but we oversee DHS, the funding of that.
Thank you for clarifying.
I think that I didn't want to throw any of those, take credit for that. But anyways, I do think that it's important for our security, and I think the people overwhelmingly in the country want that as well too. Because again, just today, the FBI comes out and says that 30% of their domestic terrorism cases that they're investigating are from folks who are refugees. It's important not to label all refugees bad people. That's not why I'm here. But
I was just going to say, Congressman, it's time to go, but I think the TV gremlins did that for us. Thank you very much.
He says he knows nothing about it, hasn't seen any of these reports. Is that a problem?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he was watching CNN fake news. What do you think?
You don't buy it.
That was a joke.
I know it was a joke. I'm saying you don't buy what he said, obviously.
Erin?
Yes. I'm sorry, Senator. I'm saying you obviously don't buy what he said. You believe that he has seen these reports. I mean, to your point.
Kevin, I'm not. Are we on?
It looks like we've lost connection with Senator Sanders. So let's just try to get that back up. Do we have him back? Okay, so what we're going to do is take a break. I don't want to waste our time. We only have the senator for a few minutes. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back, continue our conversation with Senator Sanders, plus Melania Trump on her first state event at Mar-a-Lago with the Prime Minister of Japan, as you see.
But largely, Hillary Clinton's comments here today, John, were based around the recent violence that we have seen, the police-involved shootings of black men in Minnesota, in Louisiana, and then the killing of white police officers by a black gunman in Dallas. That was really what she based her comments on around today. And remember, Hillary Clinton has some vulnerabilities herself, even as she calls for criminal justice reform because of her support in the 1990s for anti-crime legislation that ultimately helped contribute to this era of mass incarceration that she now speaks out again.
We just lost Breonna Keeler, who was in Springfield, Illinois, where Hillary Clinton just spoke. You heard Hillary Clinton was talking about race relations, also talking about Donald Trump, two things she will continue to talk about, I think, for the remainder of this election, just as he talks about her for the remainder of this election. We'll get back to that in just a moment. First, I want to show you a powerful moment from Alton Sterling's teenage son.
It's going to be a really productive discussion, so productive that I'm going to ask the press to start leaving, because I wouldn't want them to see any great productive session, but they'll be seeing it and hearing about it. Again, thank you very much all for being at the White House. We'll do this many times. I want
down a bash over at Ron Paul headquarters right now. I guess more and more people are coming back from their caucuses to wait for the candidate.
That's right, and we have here somebody who actually did just go vote for Ron Paul, a first-time caucus voter, Corporal Jesse Thorson, who is 28 years old, and you are active duty U.S. Army. Why did you vote for Ron Paul?
Well, I'm really excited about a lot of his ideas, especially when it comes to bringing the soldiers home. I've been serving for 10 years now, and all 10 years of those have been during wartime. I'd like to see a little peacetime Army, and I think he has the right idea.
Now, you have done 2 tours in Afghanistan. You told me you're going to go back for a third tour. I mean, if you can see your neck right there, what you have on your tattoo, 9/11, remember, and a picture of the Twin Towers. You know, some Republicans out there have been saying that Ron Paul would be very dangerous for this country because he wants to bring troops like you back from your post from all over the world.
Well, I think it would be even more dangerous to start nitpicking wars with other countries. Someone like Iran, Israel is more than capable of.
All right, we just lost our connection, unfortunately, with Dana. Dana, stand by if you can hear me. We're going to get back. You want to go to Candy Crowley over at Mitt Romney headquarters. People are beginning to fill up that room over there, Candy.
Silent.
But
now,
Mr.
of course,
Khan said she was silent because she would have been overcome by grief to talk about her dead son.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I am so.
Oh my goodness. It's a bad Skype connection, and I apologize for that. But I'd like to thank Azra Nomani for coming on and sharing her views, because I think it's important to hear from every kind of American citizen at this tense time in our country. All right.
Oh, no. That sucks.
Don't agree with them. Go on.
Don, this is a fake news story, in my opinion, because the underlying
Paris,
assumption
thank you very much,
is
everyone.
that...
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Good night, all.
Thanks, Don.
Not a solution to the problem.
To the extent that character comes up tonight, Congressman Collins, what do you think Donald Trump needs to do to come out on top?
Well, on the character issue, the public, two-thirds or more of the public knows that Hillary Clinton's a liar. She can't be trusted. And now the two faces of Hillary Clinton are coming out. The fact through WikiLeaks that she says one thing and...
Oh, no. All right, let's see if we can get Congressman Collins back. Obviously, we just lost the satellite feed. That sucks. He's making a point of advantage, which I will now make, and not as gently as the congressman was just doing it. We've never seen a Democratic nominee be disliked or untrusted the way Hillary Clinton is. Why are those not disqualifying flaws for the electorate?
Well, because she's been beaten up for more than 30 years as a First Lady of the United States of America, United States Senator, Secretary of State, two-time presidential candidate. She's been subjected to attack after attack from the right wing.
But with cause or without cause?
Totally without cause. Now,
totally without cause.
Well, Chris, she made a mistake and has acknowledged it with respect to...
That's the cause, Congressman.
Well, right.
The email server, her choice, wrong, arguably illegal, her choice. Cause, well, not without cause.
Well, she made a mistake. She's acknowledged it. It certainly wasn't illegal. We've had the FBI under the leadership of James Comey, who's a Republican, acknowledge that she did nothing wrong in terms of criminality.
Comey started off as a Republican, maybe, I don't know what his politics are, but he was put there at the FBI by a Democratic administration. And a mistake is when I hit my cup and I knock it over and Allison says, not again, you're an idiot. When you choose to have a server in your basement, not a mistake. When you say you got approval for it and did not a mistake. When you're told to call emails and you do it in a way that is self-serving, not a mistake.
Well, I think it's a mistake that she's acknowledged, and that's the test of character strength. Because we're all imperfect as human beings, but as leaders, you need to acknowledge when you make a mistake and then move forward. And from a policy perspective, I think what she needs to do tonight is continue to demonstrate that she's prepared, poised, presidential, and let Donald Trump be Donald Trump. Because at the end of the day, he's running around the country like the Tasmanian devil, the cartoon, totally out of control, harming everything that's in his path, just waiting for the American people to pull the plug on November 8th and hopefully relieve us of our long national nightmare. And if she continues to maintain the high ground, speak to the issues of importance to the American people, economy and beyond, she'll prevail in this debate as she did in the two previous ones.
Full disclosure, Tasmanian Devil, one of my favorite Looney Tunes, so I don't like seeing him being used negatively. Congressman Collins, you are back. I have been doing a better job than I've ever heard you do going after Hakeem Jeffries about how emails are not a mistake. They were an intentional choice and series of choices by Clinton. But please, play to advantage and make the case that you think Trump has to make tonight.
Well, again, he's the change agent. And that Hillary Clinton is the status quo. Two-thirds of America know the country's headed in the wrong direction. Our borders are porous. They know their wages haven't gone up, that our jobs are being lost. Donald Trump needs to be a calm, cool, collected, and presidential with a demeanor that simply indicates he is the change agent that's going to be able to bring our jobs back, secure our borders, defeat ISIS, and stand up and make America great again. And contrast that to Hillary Clinton effectively representing a third term of Barack Obama, who has failed this nation with stagnant wages, all the divisiveness that we have in this nation, the unrest in the cities, and so forth. So as the change agent, he needs to speak to many of the folks concerned about the future of their children and grandchildren to live the American dream in the land of opportunity. And if he can do that in a calm, cool, collected demeanor, I think he will bring some folks in under his tent where they know they've decided they're not going to vote for Hillary Clinton. You can't trust the things she says. She's self-serving, lining her own pockets, stands up first, Clinton family first. So if he can differentiate himself as the change agent versus the status quo, I think that's going to carry the day because two-thirds of the country say we're going in the wrong direction.
All right, so both of you got a chance to lay out why you think your candidate is better. I feel better now myself. Chris Collins, thank you very much. Thanks for sticking around.
Thanks very much.
Jeffrey.
It was nice to be.
Absolutely. It's good to have you with us, as always, both of you, Congressman. Thank you.
Very fake news.
I know, but aren't you...
Yeah.